Now, once again, come with me, come along, we're going on a journey. We're going down under. We're going to the land of Australia. Everybody loves Australia. Well, maybe not, but they love the animals. I love the animals. And today we're talking about probably the most iconic Australian animal, the kangaroo, or the largest species of kangaroo, the red kangaroo. And these kangaroos are awesome creatures. They're just amazing creatures. They have a very unique method of locomotion. They be hopping around, jumping around, and they can jump 6 feet high off rip, and they can jump 29 feet in a long jump. One bound, they can cover 29 feet. That's just amazing, amazing. When you compare that to a person, if you have somebody who can jump 6 feet across with a long jump, then that's impressive. So a kangaroo being able to jump 29 feet in a single bound, but in that single bound, they're just able to keep going with their momentum, continue, so 29 feet, and then the next jump 29 feet, just in rhythm. That's just amazing. That is just amazing. Very uniquely designed creatures. And these creatures, they can actually move pretty fast with those hops. They can hit 35 miles an hour while they're hopping around. Just impressive. All around, just impressive. You've seen male kangaroos, Kangaroo Jack. You've seen how buff they are. Just amazing, very powerful, very amazing creatures. These creatures have some other special abilities. So the female kangaroos, once the child has been conceived, once the joey has been conceived, the female kangaroos can do this special thing where they delay birth. They delay birth so that the joey doesn't fully develop in the womb and that the joey isn't born. And this is amazing because sometimes a female kangaroo can get pregnant while she still has a joey to take care of. Or she gets pregnant and the ideal conditions for raising a baby just aren't present. So being able to delay birth gives their joey the best chance of survival. So after delaying birth, female kangaroo gives birth. A little joey is probably the size, a quarter of an inch, teeny tiny. And it weighs less than a gram. And it makes its way up into its mother's pouch, where it stays completely and totally isolated within its mother's pouch for the first 5 to 6 months. And after 5 to 6 months, it starts poking its head out. And then a few months later, it starts crawling out every now and then. It doesn't leave its mother's pouch up until it hits 1 year old. And after 1 year old, right, it's able to leave its mother's pouch. But until then, it stays within its mother's pouch, and the joey is getting bigger. It's developing. It's also getting heavier. All right, so at 1 year old, a joey is equivalent to a 4-year-old child. And a 4-year-old child can weigh about 40 pounds. And you might be thinking, why does that matter? Well, if you're carrying around a 40-pound backpack on your stomach all day long, every single day, then you probably realize that's not easy. But in addition to just carrying it around and going through their daily business, kangaroos also have to worry about predators. They have to worry about getting chased down by a pack of dingoes. Right? So if they're getting chased down by a pack of dingoes, all the other kangaroos in the area, they're just gonna start zipping and hopping around, moving 35 miles an hour. They're just gonna start going, right? Running for their life, as they should. But a mother, she's got her joey in her pouch. It's an extra weight. And she's hopping, right? She's trying to go as fast as she can, but she's slowed down by the baby in her pouch. She could dump the baby. She could dump the baby to increase her chance of survival. But she never does that. Absolutely not. It's not in her nature. Even though she's slowed down and putting herself at risk, she's not gonna sacrifice her baby's life. Amazing. That's some amazing parenting. And unfortunately though, sometimes when the joeys start getting big and the mothers are running for their life, a joey can slip out of the pouch. But don't confuse that with a mother trying to kill her baby in order to increase her chance of survival, because that's just not the case. Because these parents, they're just amazing. Mind-boggling how amazing they are.